was one of the most popular teen dramas of the 90s, getting 11 million viewers at its peak. Set in working-class Newcastle, as our Denise said.
What's that? Not Newcastle, it's Newcastle.
I said that!
You said Newcastle. It's
What
Newcastle.
I said Newcastle. Right. Moving on. Anyway, Byker Grove wasn't afraid to tell hard-hitting stories. Now the show is set to return, and two iconic characters are here to tell us everything they know. Please welcome Lyndyann Barrass and Billy Fane. Oh, that's taken us right back, that has.
Wowzers.
Antanddec don't look a second older. So, let's start with you, Lyndyann. Where were you when you heard the news that it might be coming back?
I was actually at work and my son texted us, "Mum, have you seen the news?" And I was like, "No," and then my phone just absolutely blew up.
And what about you, Billy?
I've read it in the newspaper, yeah. I saw it in there, and ever since, you know, walking into supermarkets and things, and people say, "Oh, Billy, are you coming back on Byker Grove?"
Are you maybe not as excited, though, because didn't you die in a gas
Yes, he's dead,
explosion?
isn't he?
Yeah, but I mean, I worked as a stand-up on the northern clubs for many years, and it's not the first time I've died. That one was less painful.
How do you feel about it coming back?
It's exciting.
Is it?
It's very reminiscent and it's very bizarre walking down the street again, and I think it's the flame red hair and, oh, my God, it's Spuggie, and I'm like, a bit old now.
Isn't it funny that people still remember? I mean, you were asking me questions about Byker Grove. It was so long ago. I mean, I was about 24, 25, and there was Jill Halfpenny and antanddec and Lyndyann. And I mean, I used to help them do their homework, and that's why antanddec said they had to stay entertainers, because they failed all their exams.
I asked you, I said, what happened to your character? You didn't know.
I've got no idea. I've got no idea. I think I was in it for about 7 or 8 episodes. And, God, I mean, the North East was buoyant then because Spender was happening as well, was doing Spender. But we had a lot of fun, and I think it's reminded us as well, certainly me, of the demise of the youth club and how important to a community, listen to me talking like Gaza, because we have no youth clubs anymore.
No, none at all.
There's nowhere for young kids to go to sort of congregate without getting into bother.
Have you stayed in touch with antanddec?
Yeah,
have you spoken to them since?
I've spoken to Declan since, He said, hello, everybody, and he wants a nice picture to send. So I'll do that. Hi, guys.
Yeah, so you mentioned that it was set around a youth club. I don't know what they would do this time, but they've both said, that the lads, that they want to sort of address teenage issues today, and that's a very sort of different thing, isn't it? You've got a teenage daughter.
Yeah, I mean, my son, he's coming up 22, so it's not as... It's a lot different for him, but for Scarlett, she's 16, and their phone just is TikTok, Snapchat, Insta.
Yeah.
And we didn't have any of that, and I think it's a big change to the 1990s to the noughties now, for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it was just... You know, it's the fact that people still remember it. If they did ask you to go back, because I know you're doing other things now, you'd still do a bit of acting, but you've got your own company and everything. But if they did ask you to go back, and if they did do a Bobby Ewing on you, Billy, would you come out the shower for her?
I think I'd have to come out on me Zimmer frame, Denise.
You would, though, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. It's something that I love to do.
Billy, I wanted to ask you, well, both of you, actually, but Billy, because obviously since you both made the decision to leave showbiz, and you've sort of got proper jobs now, haven't you? Not like us lot. Billy, tell us what you did after the show.
Well, I went back to teaching. when I was 54, I did a... No, I'm going ahead there. I went into teaching. I qualified as a teacher of adult dyslexic people.
Oh, right.
and I went to teach in a young offenders institution. I then did a master's degree in special educational needs and inclusive learning. And the college I was working for, they had the contract for delivering education in prisons and young offenders institutions across the country. And,
as I said, a proper job. And Lyndyann, what are you up to as well?
At the minute, I've got my own cleaning company, Dusty Spring Clean. Give your home all your spring fresh feeling. But I never actually came out of it as such. I just kind of life happened. I got married, I had kids, then I got divorced, and then just life happened. So if it came along, lovely. If not, I'm happy with me lot.
That's fantastic. Well, it's fantastic. It's fantastic to see you both, and who knows, we may see you back in the new show. And Billy coming out the shower.
Definitely. Yeah.
Great, thank you for joining us, both of you. Still to come.